Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. Simply waiting for this. You know what? We'll just lift these up out of the way and we won't worry about them. So you in there, you've got several, but I can actually pick that one up without having to worry about it either. I'm not going to be able to get through there. We'll deal with that in a minute. Right. Production. I've got only 2 of these I can make at the most, so I will manufacture another 5 of those. I only need 2, technically. We will put 1 there, and we will put 1 there, like that. We will take 1 inserter, and we will drop it in here, and then we'll have 1 inserter, and we will drop it in here. That inserter there is going to be telling us to make, or that inserter is going to be feeding, that factory is going to be making the gear wheels where we need the iron rods. Now we've got those, they're picking up from there and being dropped onto that bit. Then this one in here is going to be turning those gear wheels into mechanical parts. All relatively straightforward so far. And then there's one other thing that I want to do. I want to go in here, and I would like to make some underground belts. I need some tin plate to be able to do that. I've got the basic underground belts. Just want to get a couple of extras on here. So to do that, I need to run over this way to our soldering facility. Actually, it's not over this way. It's down. Soldering facility down here. I want to go and just grab up a couple of these items from down here. Just going to pick up that belt right there. That's going to allow me to build 1 underground belt there, a fast underground belt. Crucially, though, with that belt, this one here, maximum length 3, maximum length 7. This is the main, huge, wonderful, crucial difference with that one. Let me just cancel that and then start it again so that I've got my underground belt. It doesn't matter about the speed for this underground belt. I don't care about the speed. What I care about... Look how fast that thing is, though. Seriously, what I care about is the 7 underground spaces right there. That is amazing. That is absolutely wonderful. And that is what we want on this one. So that we can get under those belts without having to mess around too much with anything else. I'll take a bit of power. I'll drop it up there. So that's going into here, and that is now making these a whole lot faster than they were making before. That belt is going to come all the way out over there, and I'm going to bring it down this way. Like that. It's going to go along there. And I'm going to bring it to this point. Now, we've got a bit too much going on in here, but as I'm going to need those down on this side anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one here, this inserter. That one's going to go there like that. That one's going to go there like that. And then I'm going to take another inserter and I'm going to put it there, not inserter, sorry, underground belt. And I'm going to bring them over this way so that the spaghetti will become really strong with this. The spaghetti force in this is insane. There, so now it's going to loop the loop back under itself, and then we've got this one last line here that it's going to run up through, like that, there. So then we can bring them all the way out over onto this side. I've now got the gear wheels. I've now got those, not gear wheels, I've now got the gears. I've got the full-on gears coming out and over onto the belt over here. They're going to be brought all the way out along. I've also got, like, several thousand of them on me. Mechanical parts, not gear wheels at all. Several thousand of them that I'm lugging around at the moment, which we'll probably end up doing something with. We'll deal with those in a bit, though. We're not going to deal with them just yet. Not Angel's Tech. No, we want to worry about the production blocks. So I've got mechanical parts on the way. They're joining up with the motor blocks. Stone bricks, electronic blocks are the other 2 components that I need. So we will bring that back up there like that. And I'll put that one... Let's not do that. That one goes to there. Actually, that goes up there like that. That one goes this way here. That one side loads into there. So that it's putting those on the correct side. That's all we need. It just needs to have them out over there. And then I'm going to put down a chest right there on that top bit. And from here, I'm going to load all the mechanical parts. And then I'll take back a couple stacks of them. And then I can take the inserters. I'm going to put one inserter there that's going to be loading into the chest, and we'll have another one that's going to be taking out of the chest again. We'll plonk down a bit of power. Let's make some more power poles while we're at it. Ooh, I've run out of timber. What have I run out of? Oh, it's decided to go and it's changed it over. Because I had the algae and stuff on me, it's now changed it over and it's decided that I've got to do it. I can't make it with timber anymore. It keeps changing its mind on that. It's very frustrating. Might be stopping me. I can't make the copper cable harness. That's why it's stopping me. And the components, I actually need the cellulose fiber to be able to do that. So I need to go and get some cellulose fiber. That's why we had a chest of the stuff. Was so that we could have like a little bit spare to carry around a stack or two for making those. That's why we had it all. So I've got the cellulose fiber over here that's sort of being stacked through. I'm gonna run back over this side and I'll plonk down a chest so that we can keep that being stored back, and it looks like we're sort of doing all right with the cellulose out over here, using up on the paper. I'm not going to have a chest pulling this stuff out before the paper manufacturing. I'm going to do the chest pulling it out after the paper manufacturing. That seems like it would be a more sensible option. So there, then we've got a little bit going in here which I can use, and then I can use that to start making some power poles. Now, I've got 30 power poles at the moment, so we can just leave that one to start filling up and deal with. You in here, I've got 200 brown algae right there, so I'll allow those to start being pumped out onto the line. I've got some more algae here, so I'll put some green ones out, and I'll put the rest of the brown algae out there. That's going to just dump those out of the way and clear them away from me. And then we want another long mosey back on over this way. We've got yet more stuff that we've got to put out onto the lines to plan our next round of construction. So Angel's block does require the stone bricks and the electronic blocks to come together in a glorious amalgamation of everything, which is what we've got right there. That is the glorious amalgamation already being done. No, it's not. The stone bricks and the... Yes, it is. That's the stone bricks and electronics blocks right there. That's the ones that I need. So I need to extend that one out over this way. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring it round like that. I'm going to bring it and hook it back. And then I'm going to do an underground belt that's just going to hook it out through there like that. Now, where am I going to put these? We will bring them out. That I can get rid of. I'll jump into here, and oh no, we're going to need grey data cores in a minute as well. Actually, I'm probably going to need all of that. So let's start off by bringing this belt out this way. We'll bring the belt down, all the way down over here like this. We'll bring it sideways, and then I will go underneath there and out again, and then I will bring that belt along this way. And then what we're going to do is this one is going to turn around. So I've got those two belts there, and then this belt here is going to go on a little tiny bit further, and I'm going to have one belt that's going to run up there, and I'm going to have another belt that is going to run up there, and that one's going to stop right there as well. Actually, I'm going to stop that one back by 1 point. And then I will go out here, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. I'm going to pick those up now, because I don't want them there like that. We're going to at least line them up and keep things straight and civilized here. So we will make one more assembling machine in there, and because I've said 5 assembling machines, it's going to make a few more components, so we'll let it go and do that a minute. But what we're going to have to do is I've got to configure the inserters. So I'm going to have to do 2 inserters for each of them, and then I leave a gap, and then I do 2 inserters, and I leave a gap, and I do 2 inserters. And then we go out this side, and we put 1 inserter down, like that, to finish those off. And then I can go here, put 1 in here, I can put 1 in here, and I can do the same, just like that. So there is all of the components ready. Just let those 2 blocks there finish building. I can go into there, and I can already start I want the blocks there. Production block right there. See, I've already got that one building. All of the materials are going to go in. Well, not all of them, actually. there, I've got to configure the inserters for it. So we will go copy that, paste them in there like that. And then what I want to do is I'll get rid of that line and that line, that line, that line, that line, and that line. We'll do them like this. So that one there is going to be configured to pick up further away like that. And then it's going to go here. That one moves out. That one moves out. Right. So we're now making everything except the... Well, we don't have the electronic blocks. We've got to wait for those to sort of filter their way on round, which is not going to happen for a minute. We don't mind that it's not going to happen for a minute, because we don't actually need these blocks completed just yet. We just need to know that we're making them. That's the only thing that we're really after right now, is actually just making the production blocks so that they're there and ready. Then I'm going to need more mechanical parts. I need red circuits. I need basic data cores, and we need those production blocks. So the mechanical parts that I'm making over the... coming round on this belt over this side, we're going to need to take those out, and we're going to need to use them elsewhere. And those are coming out. I'm just going to put a filter out over here. Drop that one there. And that's going to come out that way like that. This one here is going to go up. Wait a minute. There. That's going to go in there. Right, so we have got on that one line, I've got mechanical parts and production blocks. I need red circuits, basic data cores. It's the other two items, and I've got both of those items on that belt, which are going in and feeding these. So we're going to go and make some of those as well. I want to go in here, and I need to make more assembling machines. What am I short on for making... I'm basically short all of the materials at the moment, so let's run back through... 1 and 2 of those. That is the 4 that I need, but I would also like to just top up my supplies of everything I'm using. So we will run back up this way. We will make... Actually, am I using these? I have 125 of them, so I'm already using up a whole load of those. But what I don't have spare, let me go in there. I want some spare frames. I don't have very many spare of them. There, I can make one of them. That's giving me some spare frames. I'm just going to make 5 of these now. It's the frames that I was mostly needing. But I will go in here, and we will take a little bit of iron like that, so that I've got about 1,000 iron that I'm lunking around. And then we go up here. We go back to that one. And I'll take several copper plates. So I got several copper plates I'm lunking around. Then I want to run down this way, and I want to go back to the cellulose that I'm offloading here. I want to take 200 of them, so I got a few of them to lunk around. I've got lots of stuff I'm lunking. I need to bring all of said lunking materials back over this way. See, we got, like, it is all being built. Every single little bit of this is going through, is being manufactured, it's being used. It just takes quite a long while to fill up all the belts and fill up all of the available options to, like, filter its way out. Like these here, for example, those blocks there, to actually get these these red circuit blocks coming out and turning up over this side, they've got to go into here. These have all got to fill up down through here, which in turn has got to fill up those. So those have got to go from where we're building them. They've got to build all the way back over here, and they've just got to fill the belt up all the way through when we've stopped using it. So there's a lot of materials got to go in just to naturally fill up all the belts, which does take a while. And we can cheat, and we can shut off some, and we can open up some others just by manually changing some belts around, which is what we'll ultimately end up doing. I'm not going to worry about it for a minute because I'm still doing research. But right now, it's not something that we need to worry about. Because what we're actually... Oh, there's one thing I forgot to pick up while I was doing all of my collecting. And I'm going to need a lot of them. I need to get a few more belts. We don't need to worry about bringing the things out just yet, because we're still doing the other research. So all we're doing right now is just building a system that we will be able to use later. Let's grab a whole load of belts out of there. Then that can keep filling in all of that. And then I want to run all the way back over to the other side, through Spaghetti City over here. I have got Spaghetti City carefully spread out. And I'm making sure I keep Spaghetti City spread out. Now, up over this way, you can see we're starting to uncover the other islands with the radars that we've gone and put down, which is really helpful. Right in there, there is water in between them, so we can get onto that island there safely. We can go onto that island there safely, plus all of these bits in between. We cannot go onto those islands up there, or this island over here, safely without fear of being horribly mauled by any of the creatures that are nearby. We haven't seen any of the creatures yet. We haven't been able to look at them because our radars are not out far enough. I'm hoping that we get a random square light up so that I can quickly zoom in and just show you what these beasties look like, but it doesn't happen very often. Like, there's a random square that's lit up. There's one down over there. But it's not happening over the top of these just for a minute. It would be really good if we could get one just uncover a minute. That'd be really awesome. Because the enemies actually look really amazing. They're a whole lot different to the standard enemies. Doesn't look like it's going to happen today. Alright, well, we'll do it another time. It's not important. We will see lots of the enemy in action. Don't worry. We will definitely be seeing lots of those enemies. Okay, so I'm back over here again, and we've got all the materials that we need. We want to split that one out like that, and then I can bring this belt over this way. That gives me the data cores and all of the other bits that I'm going to want. You over here, you're going to turn over like that, and you're going to come straight down there and stop there. I'm not going to go any further than that. And then I'm going to bring this belt. I'm going to keep this bit reasonably tidy, actually. I'm going to bring that one, and it's going to go up this way. And I go up there like that, and then we will run our belt along here like this, so that it goes up beside that one there, and it will stop up here somewhere. Right, it doesn't need to go up that far, not by a long way. And then I can go out this way and I go and plonk them down there. So I've got 4 of those in place. So right in there, I'm making production blocks, which means that out over here, I am now ready to start producing production data cores. So we can copy and paste that, and we can copy them all in. And then I need to put doubles on this one, like that. And then we put singles coming out over on this side, like that. We'll put power supplies going in and coming out. Like that. That one's in the wrong spot. That one needs to be there. It's got to be even. It's all got to be even. It's got to look right. Despite the mess of spaghetti, I still like it to look right. You look at this, like we zoom in a little bit on our spaghetti, we've at least got some, you know, it looks reasonably tidy-ish. I mean, if you ignore all the belts, that is. The belts themselves do look a little bit of a mess, but it is working. I feel that it is a situation that seems to work fairly well. So now what I want to do is I want that one to be extended so that it picks up the gear wheels over the other side, and I will copy those out like that. They're picking up the gear wheels. I've got the grey basic data cores coming in. We've got the mechanical parts. We're waiting on red circuits and production block 1. It's the only other bits that we are waiting on for all of this. I'm going to drop those data cores in there because I don't want to be running around with them. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to dump the motor 1 in there. And I'm going to come over this way a little bit further. I'm going to drop motor case. No, that's not motor casing. Motor casing is required in this one. So I'll dump those in there. That's all of the extra bits that I'm lugging around at the moment. Right. There's those dealt with, taken care of. And then we need these to feed into and do our research. So what we're going to want, we don't have the red data cores yet. This is going to be blue data cores. We've already got red science analyzers being manufactured. So we've got metallurgy 1 here. This opens up blast furnaces, chemical furnace, induction furnace, and casting machines. That is advanced metal casting and stuff. Washing in here, seafloor pump and washing plant. That is wonderful. It allows up all kinds of different recipes in here that we can use for desert, grass, dirt, dry dirt, sand in there, and landfill from mud. If we want that landfill there to make from stone, that is a different recipe altogether that we haven't even come close to unlocking yet. So that's a different technology, but we do get the washing one there, so we can manufacture mud and we can make some landfill from that. And it does work. That is a pretty good one. We've got chemical processing there, which gives us a chemical furnace. This one here is particularly good, although you need mineralized water and carbon dioxide to make those. Those are the bits that they don't matter quite so much. The one that is really good is the Algae Farm Mark II, except that requires production block 3. I don't think we've got production block 3 just yet. We've got garden processing in here, which starts to unlock some beautiful bits on here. Basic chemistry. You know, honestly, I'm not really sure which way around we want to go. Electronics assembling machine is a small assembling machine that only allows you to put in a few components. Doesn't put in all components that the others use. The first one that we are going to take, though, the first one that we will take with our new production data cores is definitely going to be mechanical refining, because that will completely remove the need for coal in any of the refining and mining process. So that's got to be our first production job that we want to build in there. So that's what we'll be using. But to actually do that research, if we have a look in here, production data core and red science analyzer, to be able to process those, if you have a look, I've got at the moment a logistic tech lab that only allows us to put logistic data cores into it. We cannot put any other data cores into it whatsoever, which means that we've got to put a processing tech laboratory down. I need to build production blocks to make that. How do I make... I want to make some production blocks myself. I can make 5 of them right there. I've got enough to make 5. How many do I need to make this? I only need 1. Not enough ingredients. It's telling me that I cannot make... Oh, that's because I also need to make the exploration block and 4 electronics blocks to make that. And I don't have the materials to make 10, 15 electronics blocks. I've only got the materials to make a few of them. So we actually need a few more red circuits just to be able to manufacture everything in here. That should be easy enough. If I go there and run down through like that, I will dump off those analyzers right there like that. That's better. So now I've opened that up. That's given me 2 processing tech labs. 1, 2. That's what I want to make. I want to make 2 processing tech labs, which we can put down over here. It doesn't really matter where we put them. I'm not going to bother carrying everything back over to here, although the downside to this is that I also need to get these red science analyzers all the way over, but I've got a belt right there that I can use. I can actually hitch a lift on that belt, and then I can filter them out again over to this side. So that's what we will do. We will bring them out, we will filter them off here, and then we can run them out off of that little bit without any problems whatsoever. We'll get them out of here somewhere. Not quite sure how we'll do it, but we will. That's what we'll do. We will run over there and we'll start moving that around so that we can get the red science analyzers over this side. So I want to get that one there split and bring it out here. Our research has finished, so we also want to deal with that. I reckon if I just drop it there, and then I drop one of those there like that, and do that, we can bring a few of those up this way, and then I want to be able to join them onto here. So they're going to run out onto there. I got to get them onto that belt. Now, these are dropping onto the lower side of the belt, and what I want to be able to do is bring them out onto the upper side of the belt. So instead of joining it onto the belt here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that one out that way. I'm going to remove these 2 here, and then I'm going to bring those down there like that. That's going to just stop, give me the double gap that I need over here. So then I can go and put the belt here, here, and here again, and I'm actually going to need that to go over to the opposite side. So I'm going to need to make some more underground. I've either got to go loop it up round, or I need to go underneath. So I'm just going to go underneath. I'm going to make 5 of them, another 5, and I'll do 5 of the splitters as well. While we're waiting for those, we can run our little tiny bit of belt over this way, and we can bring it to that point, and then we'll have the underground belt will come out of there. So I will put this one here like this, and straight back into it like that. So then I have the underground belt will go here and out that way, and that will allow the items to come round. Now we've got the inserter research has now finished, and we're getting to the point where we're going to be able to go and use the new research. And it's this one right here, mechanical refining, which is the one I want to do next. I want that one so that I can get the standard ore crushers rather than having to use the basic ones. So we're going to start that bit of research. Those there, they're going to come all the way over here. They're going to go and loop round there. They're going to keep coming all the way along the belt over to this way down here. And what I'm going to do before I get to this point is I need to pull that away from there. So I'm going to take this belt. I'm going to run that over here so that we've brought it up a little bit. And then that's going to come down there. I'm going to remove that one there, and I'm going to join that in. So then we've got all of that spare bit. Then I can go down here like this, and I can go and remove that bit of belt. Then I can take a splitter and I can dump it in right here just in front of this lot. We can jump on there, we can put a filter in for red science, so the red science will come out the top, and I've got that coming out over here. There is our red science belt all set up and ready to roll. We've got these down this side. They're set up and ready to roll as well. I have now got 2 processing tech laboratories over here, which we can go and use, and we're going to drop those. You know, I'm just going to dump them right here. I don't see any reason to. We'll take them up a little bit higher. I'll put one there, and I'll put one there like that. We will put a bit of power in here and a bit of power there like that, so that they're joined in together. Then this belt will go up like that. And then that belt there with these red science analyzers on board, we will bring that one down here like this. It will run over here like this, like that. And I'll bring you down over here. And that's going to go right into the side of that one. So then I've got everything going into these down here. We need the production data cores and the red science analyzers. The analyzers are already on their way down. They're going to go in through there. We've got more analyzers being made up over this way. We've just got to wait for the materials to be put together on here. Well, they're actually doing that all right. They're building those, and then they're sort of filtering them through. It's just going to take a minute or two to, like, fill up the line. But they're over this way. They're in here. They're doing everything they need to do. The only thing that we need to do is get some of these and put them in there so that I can fill up both of them. And then I'm waiting on those. And the only thing that we're waiting on here is production blocks and red circuits. I need both of them. I need the production blocks coming from here, and then I need the red circuits coming up from all the way down over here. As you can see, I've got the red circuits coming from over there. And we travel all the way back over here. We've got red circuits here, but they've got to go and produce this other stuff first, which means that we've got to, and then we've got to fill that up. So, yeah, the red circuits are going to take a little while to get up here. And I want to get the mechanical refining done before I go and do this other stuff here. So what I'm going to do in order to ensure that they just pull everything... Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.